Defense has given up 1,100 yards the past 2 weeks. I mean, just some thoughts kind of going in. I mean, the offense has been a consistent engine so far for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia Tech's a very good defense. They run a kind of an unconventional look, conventional more so for the NFL, but not as much for college. They run a typical 3-4 scheme, and it's something we're not really used to seeing. We saw a little bit against Boston College last week. You know, they do a very good job playing their gaps and their technique. A lot of their yards come from big plays where it's just one guy missing a tackle here or there. But for the most part, you know, they do a good job for what they do.
For the most part, you guys have struggled against Georgia Tech recently. Last year, they wiped away your running a perfect season. So it's a little bit of a revenge factor, a little bit when you take on these guys, knowing what they did to you last year.
I think it's definitely becoming a rivalry. I think it always has been, but you know, it is becoming more and more personal each year we play these guys. But they've had our number, and you know, you got to give them a lot of credit. And as you mentioned, they ruined our season last year. We were 8-0 going down there. I think we were number 5 in the country, and they had lost 2 straight games. And we went in their house and they beat us. So, you know, they definitely play well against us. They match up well with us. And as I said, their defense is something we're not used to seeing, so we'll have to do a good job of preparing this week.
How good is this offensive line becoming?
It's getting there. I mean, we still got a long ways to go. I thought we played average on Saturday. There's still a lot of things we need to improve on. Pass protection was outstanding. I'm pleased with how we're protecting Taj. But in the run game, we still have a lot left on the table to improve.
Were y'all kind of mad the other day when you didn't get that first down?
On the 4th and 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was very disappointing. You know, we're really committed to getting better in short yardage and red zone in the offseason. We're outstanding in the red zone. We've done really well on 3rd down, especially 3rd and short this year. And you know, that one we weren't able to execute, and that's going to happen sometimes. But you know, our confidence level needs to be, if it's 4th and inches or 4th and 11, we can go out and convert it.
Does it feel good at least to be back inside Death Valley? Coach Sweeney pointed out 7 out of your last 9 games were not home games. Does it kind of feel good that, hey, we get to play at home in front of our crowd again?
Yeah, definitely. We basically played 3 road games, you know, with the opener being in Atlanta. And, you know, we're just really excited about getting home, getting back in a routine here in the Valley and just letting our fans kind of, you know, pump us up and just get back in a rhythm.
How important is it to sustain this momentum? I mean, you guys responded after a difficult loss at Florida State, knowing there's an open date around the corner. How important is it to get that win and feel good about yourselves for at least a couple of weeks? Yeah,
I mean, that's huge. We're really excited, as you mentioned. I think, you know, we should be favored in most every game we play, whether that matters or not. The fact is we're going to have most of them at home, and I think that does matter. We've had 2 rough weeks as far as traveling all the way to Tallahassee and then to Boston last week. So really just being able to go into this open week and get healthy and rest up after playing at home, I think that's going to be huge for us.
How's the thumb?
It's okay. You know, suffered a little bit of a sprain. It's kind of something that happened at Florida State, and I kind of battled with it throughout the game at Boston College, and there at the end I just kind of took a bad hit on it. But, you know, I'm expecting to play and be full speed there.
Snapped the ball okay yesterday? Wearing anything?
Yeah, just a little protective cast type deal, but nothing serious.
I'm not sure if you watched Sammy practice yesterday. A good chance to look at him. How does he look in practice? Have you talked to him all? Is he feeling any better after what he just went through?
Yeah, I spoke with him yesterday. He seems to be much better, very healthy. You know, as always, looked as good as he ever does out there, and we're excited to have him back.
Were you aware of all the stuff that was going on with him when it was going on with him? Because Dabo talks about it was kind of a scary situation.
I mean, a little bit. You know, I remember seeing him over there on the side at practice and wondering what was going on. When I spoke to him, he just said something was going on with his stomach. He wasn't real sure what was going on. They couldn't figure it out. But, you know, as I said, I talked to him yesterday, and he seems to be a lot better.
I'm sure you're aware of this, playing a Georgia Tech team. They can have a tendency to hold the ball for a little while, come it in your possessions. How important does execution become, knowing you might not get as many looks as you typically might against some other opponents?
Yeah, it's very important. I remember being frustrated last year. I think offensively we were all frustrated because we weren't getting 80, 90 snaps like we used to because they do such a good job of controlling the clock. But, you know, that's just, we need to go out there and be able to execute and score every time we have the ball. And we're going to have our chances. We just need to be able to capitalize on those chances.
Knowing the defense has been sort of inconsistent this season, is it put more pressure on guys to have to execute at a high level, knowing you might have to put 30 to 40 points up a game? I know that's what you're expecting to do anyways, but knowing there's really no room for error given how the defense has sort of been inconsistent.
Not really. I mean, you know, we play as a team. It's offense, defense, special teams. And our job is to go out and score every time we have the ball. And at the end of the day, hopefully we have one more point than the other team. And we've done a pretty good job, and really nobody's stopped us. We've stopped ourselves. When we start pressing a little bit and we start making bad decisions, we slow ourselves down. So offensively, you know, I think the biggest foe is ourselves.
You guys are putting up 40 points a game, even more than that. I mean, is it really that much of a struggle? You guys make it sound like you guys only putting up 20 a game by the way you talk.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be disappointed, but you know, we look back and I think we had over 550 yards of offense. But at the end of the day, we still had 2 turnovers, and we didn't, like I said, up front we played just average. We can get a lot better. So there's a lot left on the table for us.
So perfectionist.
Perfectionist, no doubt. Really?
Yeah, he'll do a good job.